Mine International School, and we're team Class 6. And my name is Chawakorn Chokasi.
My name is Katrina Lema.
My name is Pasarawa Chanaminit.
My name is Jason Chichaseno.
My name is Chachwer Sago.
And today, we will be reading
You Can't Take an Elephant on the Bus
By Patricia Cleveland Peck, illustrated by David Taziman.
You can't take an elephant on the bus. It would simply cause a terrible fuss. Elephant bottoms are heavy and fat, and would certainly squash the seats quite flat.
And don't sit a monkey in a shopping trolley, for monkeys are naughty and find it jolly to snatch your shopping and shuck it about. No, leave your monkey at home when you go out.
And nor should a tiger travel by train. Think of the panic, think of the pain. Tigers are built to spring into leap. Think of the passengers half asleep.
And don't hail a taxi if the driver's seal. With such slippery flippers, he can't grasp the wheel. The taxi will slitter and probably swerve, then throw everyone out at the very next curve.
A centipede on roller skate is rather bizarre. With 100 feet, he'd go fast and go far. But to put on his boots would take him an age. He'd get in a temper, he'd get in a rage.
And don't put a camel on a sailing boat. It's far too tricky to keep afloat. His hump and his feet would, I think, capsize the vessel and make it sink.
A giraffe in an airplane wouldn't be right. The roof of the plane just hasn't the height. With legs and a neck so bony and long. A giraffe on a plane would simply be wrong.
And don't ask a whale to ride a buck. Just imagine what it would be like without a bottom to sit on the seat. And how would he pedal without any feet?
A pig on a skateboard? Another mistake. He'd be too heavy, or probably break, or his totters would totter, unable to grip. And up, over, the skateboard would flip.
And I wouldn't put a hippo in a hot air balloon. The basket's too small. There wouldn't be room. And if it did fly, with a hippo's great weight, it would come crashing down in a terrible state.
And never let a bear near an ice cream man. Bears gobble up ice cream as fast as they can. And if they're stopped, they get annoyed. And an angry bear is one best to avoid.
Then how can we travel? The animals shout. How can we animals get cared about?
What's the best vehicle?
I haven't a clue.
Well, I have an idea.
How about you? Yes!
Animals on roller coasters are good for a laugh.
There's room
massive skateboards, balloons, and that bus.
For we now have a conveyance that suits all of us. Thank you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We come from Ekamai International School, and we are the EIS Flames.
Hi, my name is Trudy.
Hello, my name is Rita. Hi, my name is Ashwin. Today we will be reading The Dinosaur Who Lost His Roar by Russell Punter, illustrated by Andy Elkerton.
This is the story of 5 dinosaurs. Sid, hi. Spike, good afternoon. Ross, hello. Ollie, hello. And Rex, grr. Sid lived in the middle of a big forest. He liked living in the forest. He liked crashing through bushes. Woohoo! He liked climbing tall trees. Yippee! And he liked splashing in the river. Wahoo! But most of all, Sid liked scaring other dinosaurs. Roar! Yes! He had the loudest roar of all. One day, Sid went for a walk. He saw Spike, but Spike didn't see him. Spike was picking berries. These were juicy. Sid crept up behind Spike and gave a roar. Spike got covered in squashy berries. Ha ha, laughed Sid.
That's not funny, Sid.
Said Spike. Sid just grinned and stomped on his way. Ross was catching fish.
Come here, little fishies.
Sid crept up behind Ross and gave a roar. Splash Ross fell into the water. Ha ha, laughed Sid.
That's not funny, Sid.
Said Ross. Sid just grinned and stomped on his way.
Hip hip. Ollie was collecting eggs for her dinner.
I'll have fried eggs tonight.
Sid crept up behind Ollie and gave a roar. Crack! Eggs went everywhere. Ha ha! Laughed Sid.
That's not funny, Sid.
Said Ollie. Sid just grinned and stomped on his way.
Ho ho. When Sid got home, his throat hurt. The next day, Sid went for another walk. He saw Spike picking berries. Sid crept up behind Spike and gave a... Spike laughed.
Sid, you lost your roar. You can't scare me anymore.
Sid went red in the face and tiptoed away. Sid came to the river. Ross was fishing. Sid's throat hurt, but he still wanted to roar. He crept up behind Ross and gave a... Ross laughed.
Sid, you lost your roar. You can't scare me anymore.
Sid went red in the face and tiptoed away.
Sid came to the tall trees. Ollie was collecting eggs. Sid's throat still hurt, but he wanted to roar. He crept up behind Ollie and gave a...
Ollie laughed. Sid, you lost your roar. You can't scare me anymore.
Sid went red and ran all the way home.
Sid didn't like being laughed at. It felt bad. He didn't like having a sore throat either. So he ate a spoonful of honey, drank some warm water, and went to bed. The next day, Sid's throat was better. He decided to visit Spike, Ross, and Ollie.
I'll say sorry for scaring them.
He thought.
Then we can be best friends.
Sid went to the berry bushes, but Spike wasn't there. He went to the river, but Ross wasn't there.
That's
He went to the tall trees, but Ollie wasn't there.
That's strange.
Sid saw some footprints. They were in the bushes and the river too. They weren't Spike's, too long. They weren't Ross's, too wide. And they weren't Ollie's, too deep. Sid followed the footprints. The footprints led to a huge dinosaur called Rex. Please don't eat us, Rex.
Thank you very much here for the second team playing from Ekamai International School.
The Monster Gang by Felicity Everett, illustrated by Terry Goer. We are the representatives of Modern International School Bangkok. I'm Thea.
I'm Saad. I'm Chief.
I'm Tara.
I'm Akshay.
One rainy Saturday, it was too wet to play outside, so Ellie was looking at her photo album.
At last, the rain stopped. As Ellie went out,
Zoom!
on her bike.
Hi, Ellie. Want to play? Ben, Lee, and Mickey are on the way. That's at.
Stop splashing.
Come on, Ben.
They're slow because Ben's wearing his new boots.
She's dead. Ruby's putt fast. She was learning how to do cartwheels.
Look, I've got the hang of it now.
Hi, Ellie. Hi, Tash. She said, what are you doing?
Ellie felt a plop of something wet on her cheek. She sighed. It was raining again. Looks like we're going inside, she said.
Do you want to come to my room?
A great
Idea.
In Ellie's room, they lay around. They played games.
They drew pictures of spacemen and monstrous aliens. They played more games.
I spy with my little eye.
Then they were
Bored.
It was still raining outside. There was nothing left to do.
Until Ben had a fantastic idea. Let's start a gang.
The
New gang.
A gang needs a good name, said Ellie. They each tried to think of one. It was tricky, but in the end, everyone had an idea.
They wrote their ideas on pieces of paper.
No peeking.
Then they folded the papers up and put them into dust bike helmet.
You picked one out, Ben, said Lee. The gang was your idea. Ben closed his eyes and put his hand into the helmet. He swirled it around the papers, dug deep, and fished one out.
Ben read what was on the paper. The Monster Gang, he said. He looked very pleased with himself.
I picked my own idea.
Everyone agreed it was a perfect name.
What do monster gangs do? Asked Ruby. They look scary, said Lee. Then we have to dress up, cried Ellie.
No, not scary costumes allowed.
Gangs need a place to meet, said Mickey. And monsters need a den. I know. My granddad bought a treehouse. How about that?
Let's all meet tomorrow morning.
A treehouse was a great den. Now they were a real
Gang.
The first
Meeting.
The next morning, 6 monsters clambered into a treehouse. It was hard to tell who was who. Who are you? I'm not telling. Who are you?
The treehouse hadn't been used for ages. Inside, it was covered in dust, and it didn't look much like a monster den. So they drew scary pictures.
They made creepy bats out of paper and cobwebs out of string. I know how to make a scary spider, said the spotty blue monster. Look.
Then they stuck everything up. It took ages to pin up the cobwebs.
Phew, said the green monster. That was hard work. I'm hungry now. Luckily, 2 of the gang had got monstrous food to eat. They had a monster feed. The monsters munched away.
Then the blue monster, who was Ben, decided to find out who the other monsters were. As he handed out drinks, he started to guess.
Scrape knees.
Ruby's bruises gave her away.
Is this hair real? asked Ben. He gave her a tug just to be sure.
Oh, of course it's real.
Sorry, Ben. Sorry, Tash, said Ben. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Mickey was easy to guess. He couldn't see without his glasses and had to wear them over his costume. I'd know those glasses anywhere, said Ben.
The red monster had a comic poking out of his back pocket.
A comic that could be Mickey or Lee.
Ben didn't really need a clue with these guys grinning at him.
That just leaves one, said Ben. The last monster smiled down from the tree and reached for a drink. You must be Ellie, said Ben. There's no one else left.
Come on down, Ellie, said Ruby. Let's take a closer look at your costume.
It doesn't look much like Ellie.
A
Perfect disguise.
The monster climbed down from the tree. Cass pulled up the earth to make her mask move, but it stayed firmly in place.
Mickey got down on his hands and knees to inspect the monster's feet.
The nails look real. How did you put it on?
It must be an all-in-one suit, Sir Ruby. It's
Great! They all decided that Ellie's costume was the best. It's fantastic, Ellie! Everyone agreed that she should be their gang leader. After all, Ellie was the only one who looked like a real monster.
So they made her a monster gang leader badge. She grinned and ate chocolate muffins to celebrate.
Yay!
Gang business.
Now, they had a leader. They needed a secret sign. They tried lots of different ones.
Too silly, too hard, too rude. But this one was just right.
Gangs need rules, said Mickey. Let's make some up.
Everything to be written in code. Gang meetings to be top secret.
Making up the rules was fun. Their gang leader wrote them down eating another muffin.
Masks to be worn at all times.
Just then, they heard a voice they all knew.
Hello?
That sounds just like Ellie.
Who's there?
It can be Ellie, said Ben. She's already here. She's our gang leader.
They rushed to the door to peer down from the treehouse. It was Ellie with her dog, Goldie, wagging his tail by her side. The rest of the gang stared at her. How could she be at two places at once?
Sorry I'm late. I had to take Goldie for a walk.
They scrambled back into the treehouse. Ellie hurried after them, but their gang leader had vanished. Look, there's a note. She picked it up. Oh, it doesn't make sense.
Ruby guessed how to read the note. It's mirror writing, she said.
What does it say? When they held the note up to a mirror, everything became clear.
Did you guess my secret? I'm a real monster. I hope I can come to the next meeting of the Monster Gang. Love, O, X, X, X.
The Monster Gang. The Monster Gang.
ขอเสียงปรบมือให้ด้วยนะครับ โอ้โห
Wow.
We are the Juicy Dinosaurs from Wells International School. My name is Chaejin Shin, and I'm from South Korea.
My name is Dave Shalatanawandit, and I'm from Thailand.
My name is Laila Al-Tamimi and I'm from Saudi Arabia.
My name is Sarayut Patapit and I'm also from Thailand.
My name is Nantisha Narang, and I'm also from Thailand. The Dinosaur Who Lost His Roar by Russell Punter.
And illustrated by Andy Elkerton. This is a story about 5 dinosaurs.
Sid, Spike,
Ah,
Ollie,
And Rex. Sid lived in the middle of a big forest.
He liked living in the forest. He liked crashing through bushes.
woohoo! He liked climbing tall trees.
Yippee! And he liked splashing in the river.
Wahee! But most of all, Sid liked scaring other dinosaurs.
Roar! He had the loudest roar
day, Sid went for a walk. He saw Spike, but Spike didn't see him. Spike was picking berries.
These look juicy.
Sid crept up behind Spike and gave a roar! Splat! Spike got covered in squashy berries.
That's not funny, Sid.
Said Spike. Sid just grinned and stomped on his way.
Ross was catching fish.
Come here, little fishies.
Sid crept up behind Ross and gave a roar! Splash! Ross fell into the water. Laughed Sid.
That's not funny, Sid.
Said Ross.
Sid just grinned and stomped on his way.
Ollie was collecting eggs for her dinner.
I'll have fried eggs tonight.
Sid wrapped up behind Ollie and gave a roar! Crack! Eggs went everywhere. Laughed Sid.
That's not funny, Sid.
Said Ollie. Sid just grinned and stomped on his way. When Sid got home, his throat hurt.
The next day, Sid went for another walk. He saw Spike picking berries. Sid crept up behind Spike and gave a... Spike laughed.
Haha, Sid, you've lost your roar. You can't scare me anymore.
Sid went red in the face and tiptoed away.
Sid came to the river. Ross was fishing. Sid's throat hurt, but he still wanted to roar. He crept up behind Ross and gave a roar. Ross laughed.
Haha, Sid, you've lost your roar. You can't scare me anymore.
Sid went red in the face and tiptoed away.
Sid came to the tall trees. Ollie was collecting eggs. Sid's throat still hurt, but he wanted to roar. He crept up behind Ollie and gave a roar. Ollie laughed.
Haha, Sid, you've lost your roar. You can't scare me anymore.
Sid went red and ran all the way home.
Sid didn't like being laughed at. It felt bad. He didn't like having a sore throat either. So he ate a spoonful of honey, drank some warm water, and went to bed. The next day, Sid's throat was better. He decided to visit Spike, Ross, and Ollie.
I'll say sorry for scaring them.
He thought.
Then we can be friends.
Sid went to the berry bushes, but Spike wasn't there.
That's odd.
He went to the river, but Ross wasn't there.
That's funny.
He went to the tall trees, but Ollie wasn't there.
That's strange.
Sid saw some footprints. They were at the bushes and the river too. They weren't Spike's.
Too long,
There weren't Rosses,
too wide,
and there weren't Ollies.
too deep.
Sid followed the footprints. The footprints led to
A huge dinosaur complex. Rex had taken Spike, Ross, and Ollie home for dinner. Sid
others.
Hooray for Sid! His mighty roar saved us from that dinosaur!
And I am Sahab Shafiq, and today we're going to present to you The Monster Gang by Felicity Everett, adapted by Gil Harvey, illustrated by Terry Gower, reading consultant Elson Kelly at Roehampton University. Chapter 1, one rainy Saturday. It was too wet to play outside, so Ellie was looking at her photo album. At last, the rain stopped. As Ellie went out, Taz zoomed up on her bike.
Zoom! Hi, Ellie. Want to play? Ben, Lee, and Mickey are on their way.
Taz added,
Flash! Stop flashing! Come on, Ben. Get slow because Ben's wearing his new boots.
Just then, Ruby spun past. She was learning how to do cartwheels.
Look, I've got the hang of it now. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Taz.
She said.
What are you doing?
Ellie felt a plop of something wet on her cheek. She sighed. It was raining again.
Looks like we're going inside.
She said,
Do you want to come to my room?
Chapter 2, a great idea.
In Ellie's room, they lay around where they play games, they drew pictures of space with monstrous aliens, they play more games. High five with my eyes. Then they were bored.
it was still raining outside. There was nothing left to do until Ben had a fantastic idea.
Let's start a gang.
Yay!
Chapter 2, the new gang.
A gang needs a good name.
Said Ellie. They each tried to think of one. It was tricky, but in the end, everyone had an idea. They wrote their ideas on pieces of paper.
No peeking.
Then they folded the papers up and put them into Taz's bike helmet.
You pick one out, Ben.
Said Lee.
The gang was your idea.
Ben closed his eyes and put his hand into the helmet. He swirled it around the papers, dug deep, and fish went out. Ben read what was on the paper.
The Monster Gang.
He said he looked very pleased with himself.
I picked my own idea.
Everyone agreed that it was a perfect name.
What do monster gangs do?
Asked Ruby.
They look scary.
Ooh, said Lee.
We'll have to dress up.
Cried Ellie.
No non-scary costumes allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Gangs need a place to meet.
Said Mickey.
And monsters need a den. I know. My granddad's got a treehouse.
Ooh.
How about that? Let's all meet tomorrow morning.
A tree house was a great den. Now they were a real gang. Whoa!
Chapter 4, the first new one.
The next morning, 6 monsters clambered into the treehouse. It was hard to tell who was who.
Who are you? I'm not telling. Who are you?
The treehouse hadn't been used for ages. Inside, it was covered in dust. And it didn't look much like a monster den. So they drew scary pictures. They made creepy bats out of paper and cobwebs out of string.
I know how to make scary spiders.
Said the spotty blue monster.
Look. Whoa.
Then they stuck everything up. It took ages to pin up the cobwebs.
Phew.
Said the green monster.
That was hard work. I'm hungry now.
Luckily, 2 of the gang had bought monstrous food to eat. They had a monster feast. The monsters munched away. Then the blue monster, who was Ben, decided to find out who the other monsters were. As he handed out the drinks, he started to guess.
Ah, scrape me.
Ruby's bruises gave her away.
Is this hair real?
Asked Ben. He gave it a tug just to be sure.
Ow, of course it's real.
Sorry, Dad.
Said Ben.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
Mickey was easy to guess. He couldn't see without his glasses and had to wear them over his costume.
I've got those glasses anywhere.
Said Ben. The red monster had a comic poking out of his back pocket.
Comic. That should be
Ellie. Ben didn't really need a clue, with Lee's face grinning at him.
That just leaves one.
Said Ben. The last monster smiled down from the tree and reached for a drink.
You must be Ellie.
Said Ben.
There's no one else left.
Come on down, Ellie.
Said Ruby.
Let's take a closer look at your costume. It doesn't look much like Ellie.
Chapter 5. A perfect design.
The monster climbed down from the tree. Tass pulled her ear to make her mask move, but it stayed firmly in place. Mickey got down on his hands and knees to inspect the monster's feet.
The nails look real. How did you put it on? It must be an all-in-one suit.
Said Ruby.
It's great.
They all decided that Ellie's costume was the best.
It's fantastic, Ellie.
Everyone agreed that she should be their gang leader. After all, Ellie was the only one that looked like a real monster. They made her a Monster Gang leader badge. She grinned and ate chocolate muffin to celebrate.
Chapter 6. Gang business.
Now that they had a leader, they needed a secret sign. They tried lots of different ones. Too silly. Too hard. Too rude. But this one was just right.
Gangs need rules.
Said Mickey.
Let's make some up.
Everything to be wicked and cool. Gang meetings to be top secret.
Making up the rules was fun. Their gang leader wrote them down, eating another muffin.
Must be worn at all times.
Just then, they heard a voice they all knew.
Hello?
That sounds just like Ellie. Who's there? It can't be Ellie.
Said Ben.
She's already here. She's a gang leader.
They rushed to the door to peer down from the treehouse. It was Ellie, with her dog Goldie wagging his tail by her side.
Boing, boing.
The rest of the gang stared at her. How could she be in two places at once?
Sorry, I'm late. I had to take Goldie for a walk.
They scrambled back into the treehouse. Ellie hurried after them, but their gang leader had vanished.
Look, there's a note.
Said Ellie. She picked it up.
Oh, it doesn't make sense.
Ruby guessed how to read the note.
It's mirror writing.
She said.
What does it say?
When they held the note up to a mirror, everything became clear.
Did you miss my secret? I am a real monster. I hope I can come to the next meeting of the Monster Gang.
Thank you very much there.